We at ArthaYantra ensure that you receive high-quality scientific personal finance advice. In order to cater to your needs, the first step is to update your details and prepare for a hassle-free financial journey. There are two steps in the data entry process. Plan. This enables you to capture your family details, spending, assets, liabilities, goals, and risk appetite, essentially required to provide a comprehensive plan. The second step is to update the execute section. This enables you to set up a free goal enabler account and an investment account, which will help you to transact through a platform in the recommended mutual fund scheme. And as you can see on the first page, your income, expenses and assets shows as 0 because you have not yet started entering your details. When we start entering your details in the plan section, all these details will be modified according to your current financial status, and the goals which are achievable will be displayed over here along with the surplus which you have. So let's get started by going to your plan section. So please click on go to plan to start your planning. In my profile section, we will start entering your data with your name, your marital status and your complete residential address. So let's enter my first name followed with my last name, then my marital status along with my complete address. Please enter your PAN card number to check whether your KYC registered or not. Click on save to proceed further. Here in the family profile section, we'll enter the details of the family members who all are staying with you and are financially dependent on you. So let's enter the data. Click on add new. Select the relationship from the drop down. Enter the first name of the family member along with her last name. Please enter her date of birth. And if the person is earning, please check the box as is earning. Then click on submit to save this data. In the same way, click on add new and enter the details of all the family members over here. Based on historical data, we have already entered the average rate of return along with the average rate of inflation. Your financial advisor may change these numbers after reviewing your current financial status and your future goals. You can modify your age of retirement and the life expectancy and click on save, then proceed further. Here in the income section, you can enter various sources of income which contribute towards your net household income. So please start entering your net salary along with your spouse take home salary. Then please do mention the performance award bonus which you receive on a quarterly or a yearly basis. Then the sign-on bonus which you receive once we join the organization. Do not forget to click on save once you are done with entering these details. In the spending section, you typically look at the various expenses you and your family incur during a month or a year. So let's enter the expenses for your mobile, and then the internet. Then for water. In the same way, please enter the expenses incurred for the other utilities and do not forget to click on save. In the household section, we typically look at the various expenses you and your family incur during a month or a year. So let's enter the monthly expenses. Then the expenses which incur for fuel and child education expenses. If you do pay any property tax on a yearly basis, please do mention it in the yearly amount section. Then do not forget to click on save to save this data. If you have any loans and debts, please enter the details over here. Click on add new. Click on select loan time and then click on the icon for which you have taken a loan. Click on other loan if the loan is not specified over here and enter the details. Let's start entering the details for the home loan. The lender would be the bank name along with the applicant name. If you have taken the loan in your and your spouse name, please select the same from the drop down. and that the total amount which you have taken from the bank needs to be updated as a loan amount along with the rate of interest, and the date when you have actually taken this loan from the bank needs to be updated as loan disbursement date, and the date from which you have started paying for this loan needs to be selected and entered in repayment start date. The type of interest you are paying, please select the same from the drop down, and then along with the loan tenure months, if you have taken the loan for 12 months, please select the same. The tenure must be entered in the months. Then if the loan is already insured, please check the box, and if you are staying in this home, please check the box as self-occupied. Do not forget to click on submit once you are done with this data. Insurance payment. You can enter all the insurance policies you hold in this section. Click on add new. Click on select policy type and then select the policy which you hold. If it's a savings and investment plan, click on savings and investment, and from the drop down select it as ULIP. If it's a term plans, click on term plan and select it as pure term. Now let's get started by entering the details of a savings and investment plan. The policy issuer needs to be updated. Then along with the policy name, please make sure that you enter the correct policy name, as it will help your financial planner to generate an accurate financial plan for you. Insured name and the nominee name needs to be selected from the drop down accordingly. The date when you have actually started this policy needs to be updated as policy start date. Please select the premium mode from the drop down. If you are paying the premium on a yearly basis, please select it as yearly. The premium which you pay on a yearly basis needs to be updated. Along with the sum assured, the coverage which you are getting on this policy needs to be updated as sum assured. Now the premium policy term. If you have taken a policy for 20 years, please enter the same. Along with the premium payment term. If you have taken the policy for 20 years and you are paying the premium for only 15 years, please update it accordingly. And now if you have opted for any riders for your insurance, you can enter the same by clicking on add new, add rider details over here. Choose the rider option and enter sum assured against the rider. Click on submit once you have done all the data. Now in the same way, please enter the details of your health and medical plans. Please click on add new and enter the details of your policy name along with the sum assured and the premium you pay on a yearly basis. Here enter the details of your credit card usage. These details are only considered for calculating your liabilities. So click on add new and enter the details of your card like the card issuer along with the card type and the rate of interest. Let's enter my average monthly usage, and if you are paying any EMI or the minimum balance, please mention the same in the monthly payment option, and the outstanding balance which you have on your card which you pay after the due date, enter it as an outstanding balance and then click on submit to save this data. Enter all your entertainment and travel expenses in this section. You can either enter the details in monthly or yearly expense under each head and specify the same adjustment field is auto-calculated. So let's enter the expenses for the dining out on a monthly basis along with the expenses for the entertainment. If you are going on a vacation on a yearly basis, please mention the same in yearly amount section. Then do not forget to click on save to save this data. Enter all your miscellaneous expenses in this section. You can even add any custom miscellaneous expenses by clicking on add new and giving it a name and the monthly amount. So let's enter the expenses you incur on a yearly basis or a monthly basis for clothes, and then for shoes. If you are planning to buy any electronics this year, please mention the details over here, and then do not forget to click on save once you're done with adding the details. If you have ever invested money in any stocks, please enter the details over here, and to add details, click on add new, select the policy name, and the number of shares you hold. Once you enter the number of shares, the share price and the current stock value will be automatically calculated. Just click on submit to save these details. Enter the details of all your mutual funds you hold in this section. To start entering the details, click on add new. In the fund name option, please enter the fund name, and while you start entering the details, you can see drop down available. Please select the correct fund name from the drop down options and enter the number of units you hold. Once you enter the number of units, the NAV and the current fund value will be auto calculated. Please do mention the purchase date if you are holding any tax saver or an ELSS fund. Then click on submit to save this data. You can enter the details of all your future and options you hold in this section. To start entering the details, click on add new. Select the investor type from the drop down along with the asset type. Investor name can be your name or your spouse name in which you have invested. Please enter the asset name and the number of contracts you hold. The date when you have purchased that asset needs to be mentioned as purchase date, and the purchase value needs to be updated as contract purchase value. Please enter the current market value of that contract in this contract market value section. As of date would be today's date. Please click on submit to save this data. You can enter the details of all your savings schemes in this section. Select the relevant savings scheme from the list of savings schemes mentioned. If you have a fixed deposit, please click on fixed deposit and enter the details. And if you have any national savings schemes, click on savings scheme and enter the details. As we were working, we must be having an employee provident fund. To enter the details of your employee provident fund, click on PF. Organization name would be our company name. And please enter your name from the investor name drop down, and then the amount invested. The last month deduction for PF needs to be taken as amount invested. And if you are working with this organization currently, check the box as is current. Rate of interest is usually 8.6 or 8.7. Tenure would be how many more years you are planning to work. Start date will be the date when you have actually joined this organization, or the date from which the PF deduction got started, or you have started saving for PF. Fund value would be the total amount you and your employers have saved till date for in PF. As of date would be today's date. Do not forget to click on submit to save this data. In the same way, click on fixed deposit and enter the details of your fixed deposit. Organization name would be your bank name along with the investor and the amount invested. The rate of interest would be according to your bank, and the tenure usually fixed deposit is for 12 months, so we take the tenure as 1 year. The date when you have actually saved in the fixed deposit needs to be taken as start date. The total amount saved in your fixed deposit till date needs to be mentioned as fixed fund value. As of date would be today's date. Do not forget to click on save again to submit this data. Please enter all the alternative investment details in this section. So let's get started by entering the details, for example, of ISO. Now select the investor name from the drop down and the company name from with which you are working right now, along with the number of units you hold. Select the vesting age accordingly. option value, then as of date will be today's date. Please click on submit to save this data. In the same way, you can enter the details of all your other alternative investments in this section. Cash, you can enter the details of available uninvested cash in this section. So let's start entering the details. Click on add new. Select the source as in bank, or if you have any personal position with you, select it as personal position. If you have given someone a hand loan which you will be getting it back, please select it as hand loan and enter the details. Now for example, let's select it as in bank. Please enter the name of the bank along with the account type. Account name is not mandatory, and then account owner you can select it as your name or your spouse name. Enter the amount you have available for any investments or for any emergencies. Do not forget to click on submit to save this data. You can enter the details of all your property and household you hold in this section. To start entering the details, click on add new. Select the drop down as property type. If you hold any residential apartment, villa or building, please select the same, and if you hold any farm, please select it as agriculture and then land or farmhouse to enter the details. Now let's enter the details for residential apartment. Please enter the place as property name along with the current market value. As of date will be today's date. In the same way, please enter the details of all your properties you hold in this section. If the property type you want to enter is not present as a part of the list in this property type field, you can enter the same by typing the name of the property in this section. Click on submit to save this data. You can enter the details of all your chit fund investments in this section. To start entering the details, click on add new. Please enter the chit fund name and the chit holder name. Chit start date should be the first date when you have enrolled for this chit. The total amount you need to save in this chit fund needs to be added as chit value, and the number of months you will be saving for this chit. Monthly payment will be the amount which you will be saving on a monthly basis, and till date how much amount you have saved for this chit fund needs to be updated as current value. And if you have already withdrawn this amount, please check the box as is cash. And if you have already withdrawn the amount, please enter the date when you have already withdrawn the amount. Then click on submit to save this data. You can save the details of all your physical goods you hold in this section. Click on add new to start entering the details. Please mention the physical good name along with the purchase date when you have actually purchased this physical good. Amount invested would be the amount for which you have taken this physical good, and the current market value of the physical goods needs to be updated as market value. As of date will be today's date. Do not forget to click on submit once you have entered all the data. You can enter all your financial goals details in this section. By default, you will see emergency fund added in your account, as we recommend to save for your emergency, and it will be given a priority as one. To start entering the details of other goals in your life, please click on add new. Select the goal from this option and then click on the icon for which you are planning to purchase. Please enter the details of the goal which you have in your life. Goal priority needs to be added along with price as of today. Please enter the creation date as today's date and the year when you are planning to purchase the goal. And if you are planning to take any loan for this particular goal, please enter the loan requirement percentage in loan requirement section. Please click on submit to save this data. a goal which needs a single cash flow, or if you are planning for any recurring goal, please click on new goal option and select the goal type as recurring and then enter the details. Click on submit to save this data. This section helps you identify the need of insurance. It shows you a list of your goals and non-insured liabilities. This also represents the goal that needs to be achieved even if the income of the individual is not available. Click on add new to add the details. From the drop down, select the risk coverage you are opting for and then the goals which need to be fulfilled without fail. Check the box of the goal and the percentage which you want to cover using the insurance needs to be mentioned. Then click on submit to save this data. This section helps you identify the need of medical insurance. It allows you to calculate the total medical insurance cover required for your family or individual. Click on add new to enter the details. Select the hospital type you prefer. Along with the room type you prefer, please select family members you want to cover under this medical insurance and then click on submit. This questionnaire part consists of 20 multiple choice questions which you need to answer. Based on the questionnaire, our financial planners will recommend you the product and prepare the financial plan. Please answer the multiple questions and then click on save. In this tax planning section, you can enter all your tax related information. Most of the information is auto-populated from the details entered in the previous section. On the right side of the name, you can select it as edit and enter the details by referring to your payslip. Please enter the details in all the sections provided and then click on save to submit this data.